Stranger Things 4 Volume 2 is just 3 days away and the internet is buzzing with news, cast interviews, conspiracy theories, and teasers galore as the hype for the last 2 episodes increases. Today, we'll discuss another such interview that answers a question that has been plaguing the minds and Twitter accounts of fans since the first part aired. Let's dive right into it. First up is the Jonathan Dilemma. Fans have been plagued by the Jonathan Dilemma since the first volume came out. Viewers argued that the older buyer's sibling has become bland and sort of redundant ever since the new part began. Even his relationship with Nancy has been put on the back burner as other, newer characters take center stage. Naturally, Twitter comes alive. Fans of Charlie Heaton, who plays Jonathan, took Twitter by storm, demanding more for their favorite character. One Twitter user by the name of Maisie called Heaton one of the best actors on the show and lamented the fact that the Duffer brothers don't write him any good storylines, further saying that they're wasting the amazing talent he has. Another Twitterati by the username of Gabi shared that Jonathan was her favorite character in season 1, and now he's just become bland and boring. Sweeney tweeted that she was upset by the way Will, Mike, and Jonathan had been integral characters in part 1 but had been sidelined in part 4, so much that they didn't even make an appearance in episode 7, so the finale of the first volume. Yikes. One more Twitter user shared that Jonathan was one of their favorite characters and the writers just needed to give him something to do. Poor guy. Next, we have Charlie's thoughts on the matter. The main man himself sat down with British GQ a while ago to speak about the online buzz around his character's screen time being reduced. Here's what he said on Jonathan's character arc. He addressed the elephant in the room first by starting with questions about his character's story being relegated in the new part. I've definitely seen some forums like Screen Rant or something. What happened to the character? It is an ensemble cast. Obviously, every season they've brought in new characters, wonderful characters, and they've taken the story to different places, Heaton said. Charlie took the change in Jonathan's screen presence in a very positive way, attributing it to the considerable increase in an already big enough ensemble cast. He shared that the makers had brought in new characters and widened the story more, which seems to be the case when you think about the addition of Eddie Munson's story, Jason Carver's group activities, and the Creel family, especially Henry aka One aka Vecna. And now on season 4's execution. Moving on from his role in the part, Charlie also lauded the execution of season 4. He shared that it was so exciting to see the show heading into a new direction, calling the Hawkins part of the storyline straight out of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Also, considering the cultural impact both projects had, the death while in a trance or sleep, the knives on both characters' hands, and Robert Englund's presence, the statement rings truer than you'd think. While he's not the first of the cast to do so, it is so refreshing to see the young actors all believing in their hard work and how it has come to the screen. And it has been impressive. And now on Jonathan and Nancy's relationship problems. The actor also spoke on the relationship problems high school sweethearts Jonathan and Nancy have been having now that they're struggling to navigate a long-distance relationship. The season set the mood in Volume 1, with both characters being unsure and drifting apart on either and because of college decisions and the growing distance. Counting how they both didn't get to see each other over summer break and both having reservations about their previous decision to go to college together, things are getting messy. Add in the fact that Steve Harrington, Nancy's dreamy ex and the kids' current and forever babysitter, still seems caught up on her and how they were pushed together throughout the first volume by all of the Vecna madness. The lines are starting to get blurry, especially after Harrington's recent semi-strip show on the river that had Nancy nearly drooling. Fans have been worried for the couple. Jonathan himself didn't really do much for worried fans when he talked about the couple's dynamics in the upcoming volume, hinting at the season's final 2 episodes about a testing time for the couple's connection. Oh no! He spoke about how Jonathan will be questioning himself and his relationship in days to come. He also spoke about how one becomes invested in the couple and things blur into one, especially since Natalia Dyer, who plays Nancy, is Charlie's longtime girlfriend in real life as well. The little detail makes things a bit harder for the actor as he has to put in work to separate his own relationship from the on-screen relationship at times. Up next, waiting on Volume 2. Volume 2 of the 4th season comes out on the 1st of July, and we've been counting down to the glorious day. The second volume will feature 2 episodes, and the last episode being a massive screen time at almost 2.5 hours. And you better believe we won't move from in front of the screen for a single second. Now, in other news, split seasons are here to stay. As we await await Season 2 with bated breath. One thing is certain, a split season is doing incredibly well for the show, and it seems like split seasons are the newest flavor in town. With the debate between binge watching and weekly episodes releases a constant discussion between subscribers of different streaming service. There's no telling which one is a better fit for the future. Disney Plus prefers weekly episode release, whereas Netflix users are used to binge watching shows in one go. But with the release of episodes in volumes like in Stranger Things, we might be seeing a new trend. The new trend gives makers a chance to release more episodes per season, as seen in the case of Lucifer, where the show had 16 episodes split into 2 instead of its usual 10 episodes per season. Having split seasons could also improve the show's subscriber quality, as people would stay subscribed for 2 quarters instead of 1. Previously, someone could subscribe for a month, binge the show, and end the subscription, but with a split season, they'd have to be subscribed for longer to complete the season. Split seasons have also shown to be more feasible on Google Trends, and while it doesn't necessarily count for viewership, it does shine the former in a more preferable light for future seasons of the streaming giant. Next, an LGBTQ adult animated sitcom cancelled. Q-Force, an adult animated series by Titmouse, was released on Netflix on September 2nd, 2021. All 8 episodes of the show were released at once. The premise of the show was a squad of secret agents who go on adventures together, and they're all queer. Notable voices on the show included Sean Hayes, Matt Rogers, Wanda Skies, Patty Harrison, Gary Cole, and David Harbour. The show faced harsh criticism after the first couple of trailers dropped for having some outdated tropes and stereotypical portrayals and general lack of humor. The critics dialed it down a bit when the show actually came out, and it was said that the makers had their heart in the right place, but that was it. While these seemed like valid reasons for the show's cancellation, the timing is concerning. The news dropped at the same time that another LGBTQ-themed show, Dead End Paranormal Park, came out on Netflix, and fans worry that it will fall into the same fate. The concern is legitimate, considering Adventure Beast, which came out a month after Q-Force and Superdrag, another LGBTQ animated series, was dropped by the streaming giant after 1 season. These revelations make one wonder if the problem is actually subpar content or if there are some deeper biases at play. And finally, Outer Banks Season 3, all we know. Enough about cancelled shows. Let's talk about a show that was not cancelled. Thank heavens! Outer Banks was renewed for Season 3 on December 7th, 2021, and is currently filming. Filming will continue until August of 2022, and amidst news from the sets, we've caught a whiff of 3 new additions to the cast. The show was created by Shannon Burke, Jonas Pate, and Josh Pate, and has picked up some notable award nominations during its time. Chase Stokes, Madison Bailey, Jonathan Davis, Madeline Klein, Rudy Pankow, Austin North, Drew Starkey, and Carlacia Grant will be returning for Season 3 with the addition of Andy McQueen, Fiona Palomo, and Lou Ferrigno Jr. There has been no official release date for the show as of yet, but based on filming schedule and previous trends, we can expect Season 3 to air sometime in December 2022 or early 2023 at the very least. So fans have to sit tight and wait a bit. That's a wrap for today's video. What do you think Jonathan's fate will be in Season 4's remaining episodes? Were you disappointed by his lessened screen presence in the show? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.